Hello everyone, my name is Hasty Swamper and I'm back to proudly announce that I am in the second season of the Clumzzy Battle League. So, this time, for this season, we have a different way of doing things now compared to last season. Like, we have a few different rules. We drafted in a different style, so, right here. So, before I get into any of that, you all know that I was in Season 1 of the Clumzzy Battle League, and now I am back to do the second season. My team name's the same. I am still the New York Semaphores. A few people have changed their names, so keep that in mind. So, to start it off, our draft picks, it used to be 2 from each tier, PU to OU, and then 1 Mega, but it's 3 from OU, 3 from underused, 3 from rarely used, and then 3 from NU and PU, which never used, and PU ended up being combined together into 1 tier. So, yeah. And then the Mega Pokemon ended up using the slot in which the tier it's in. So, if I drafted a Mega Ampharos, it would take a slot in underused. If I drafted Mega Glalie, it would be rarely used. So, just keep that in mind. Right here are new, not everyone's new. Some are returned. Actually, a lot of people have returned for Season 2. Others have, stopped, but we have Lucas Survive, me, Clumzzy, LittleBigness with the Northwest Nidokings, he's new, along with the Tampa Bay Tarantrums with Alex, but we call him Waffles, and we have the Sensation, we have Swaggy Pichu, we have MikeMash, we have Ceviche. He has the Rio Bravo Melodics instead of the Laredo Articunos. And we ended up making someone ended up recording all of us drafting. Well, no, we didn't draft. Well, it wasn't recorded, but you get the point. We ended up making a video on power rankings before week 1 began. So, I'll probably leave a link to that, or you know what? The Clumzzy Battle League has a channel now. You can just subscribe to that. It'll be a lot easier. I'll just post a link to all the channels and the league channel. So yeah. So let's go over the rules now. So yeah. Alright, so for Uber Pokemon, we were much less strict about it. Like, last year we had Mega, we had Mega Mawile, we had Aegislash, for some weird reason, we ended up having Mega Lucario, we had Landorus Incarnate, and we allowed, Greninja itself. But now, Aegislash is banned. We ended up banning Landorus Incarnate. Genesect, we ended up voting on. That got banned. It was a tie, but we then ended up banning it. And right when we were drafting, everyone decided to ban Hoopa Unbound. I was like, whatever. I don't think I ever battled a Hoopa Unbound once. I've used it before, but well, it's whatever. I didn't draft it, or was intending to draft it. But the only Ubers which are allowed is Blaziken and Greninja with its X and Y move pool. So it can't have Low Kick, Gunshot, or Ice Punch. It can have all the other moves. Now, we have an Item Clause, we have a Moody Clause, Baton Pass Clause, Sleep Clause. The Swagger Clause is new, and we have an Evasion Clause. So, yep, and there's free agency swaps. Per team, it's 3 of them, and once I trade away my Pokemon, I can't get it back, and they're only valid for that week's battle, and it can't be made no later than the Thursday. And any trades and free agencies can be made until the week of the first playoff game, and only 1 Pokemon at a time can be exchanged a week. So now that we've got that out of the way, we're just going to look at my draft. So all the drafts are here. If you want to pause the video and look at them, like right here, I'll probably refer to this throughout the the whole league, the league battles. That's what I'm gonna say. So our roster is, there are like a few returning faces in the roster, but there aren't that many. So I want to just check how long it's been that I've recorded. Okay, 5 minutes. It's not too terrible. Okay, so I'm gonna go in order of when I drafted, because I went to this tier and I went to that tier. I didn't go all OU, then all underused, and then so on and so forth. So to start it off, I started by drafting Mega Pincer, because Mega Pincer put in work last year, and I wanted no one to take him, so I wanted to be like the first one to like snatch it, and I was the third one who got to pick their first choice. So yes. The next round, I picked Swampert because it's my mascot, and also it has some synergy with Pinsir. And Mega Pincer deals with the grass weakness. And next off, I wanted another grass resistance, so I got Thunderous Incarnate. And what Thunderous Incarnate can do is it can Nasty Plot Sweep. It actually gets Defiant for any Intimidate or Defog. And it gets Prankster, Thunderwave, and Taunt, which is always really nice to have. And I've used Thunderous before. To be honest, he's like my third favorite legendary Pokemon, so yeah, it kind of helps too when I've used it before. And mainly the Pokemon which were drafted were used by like my experience. It wasn't like, except Pinsir and a few others. Pinsir before Season 1 I never used before, but I wanted to like use it. And next up is Ferrothorn. And Ferrothorn was a very helpful wall when I had him with the Iron Barbs. It has nice defenses, only weak to fighting and fire, so that's nice. You can put a Rocky Helmet on it, so physical moves with physical contact will hurt even more on the opponents. And it gets Leech Seed, Spikes, Stealth Rock, so it's an Entry Hazard setter. And by the looks of this, it looks like a Rain team, but I'll get into that later after I finish the rest of this draft. So after that, I think I got Lucario because I wanted another resistance to Stealth Rock. And Lucario, even though it's not a Mega, it is capable of doing many things still. It can Sword Dance, it can Agility, it can Nasty Plot. I was about to say Sword Dance twice. And it has really nice moves like Close Combat, High Jump Kick, Aura Spear, Flash Cannon, Dark Pulse, Shadow Ball. It has a really nice move pool. It is frail, and it's not the fastest thing, but it has Extreme Speed, Bullet Punch, and Vacuum Wave to make up for it. So yeah. And now, I have this huge fire weakness, so I got a Kingdra. And now, it's looking a lot more like a Rain team itself. Oh wait, no, I didn't get Kingdra yet. What I did was, I wanted to get Sandslash again because I thought he was reliable. He's for me, he's reliable for Stealth Rocks, and he has enough power to threaten some Pokemon with Earthquake and Knockoff. It can also Rapid Spin if need be. So after that, I needed like a fire resistance. So I got Kingdra. And Kingdra can do many things too. It can be a Pokemon in the rain. It can do Critdra, which is Focus Energy and Draco Meteor, and Sniper ability, so you're guaranteed to get a critical hit every time. And after that, I needed like a wall and a cleric, so I picked Aromatisse because I've used Aromatisse before a little in RU when I at least tried to ladder. It wasn't the most reliable thing, but I think Aromatisse can be better luck for me than Florges. Because if you watch my battles from last season, Florges didn't do a thing. So I'm keeping that in mind. Next up is Delphox. Delphox may seem it's a little bit counterproductive to have Delphox on a rain team, but here's the thing. This team can be either rain or non-rain, because most of the Pokemon like to have rain, but it doesn't have a Politoed. And a lot of people criticized me for not getting Politoed and Mega Swampert, which I kind of got, but my excuse is that that wasn't the original intent of drafting most of these Pokemon, so keep that in mind. But Delphox has nice power. It has really nice speed, 104, not the best, but it has a good special attack stat too, and it has enough moves to get good coverage. So it could have Psyshock, Psychic, Flamethrower, Fire Blast, Grass Knot, Dazzling Gleam, and just in case, I could run Trick to cripple a wall. And now, up next, you know what? I forgot what I got in round order. I'm just gonna go down for the rest of the tier. So, yeah, I'll do Skuntank, then I'll do Omastar. Sorry for being a little sloppy. It's just, this movie's not meant to be all formal or anything. So, Skuntank is a weird choice, but Skuntank is supposed to be another taunt Pokemon, and it can also Pursuit Trap if I have to, like, really need Pursuit Trapping on my team. But Skuntank, believe it or not, gets Defog, which I find to be a little weird, but it actually gets Defog, so it's nice to have. So, and it gets Poison Jab to threaten some fairy types, while its Poison Dark typing leaves it neutral to fairies. It's usually, I don't think fairies are that fast. Skuntank will have more speed than most fairies, like Sylveon and Florges. Yeah, someone got Sylveon, I think. It was Ceviche, he got Sylveon. But I thought that while Skuntank doesn't have a lot of attack, it has utility, which I think can benefit this team really well with Taunt and Defog. So, next up is, this may seem weird, but I picked Omastar. Now, Omastar is like a win condition in both rain and outside of rain, because it has Swift Swim as an ability, and it has Hydro Pump. It can give choice specs, and Swift Swim, Hydro Pump, just sweep the team. But it also gets Shell Smash. So while it's not Gourbice, it's similar to Gourbice. It's actually a little faster, and you have two other abilities to choose from. You have three abilities to choose from, which are Shell Armor, Weak Armor, and Swift Swim. Gourbice only has Swift Swim and Water Veil. Both aren't that useful unless you want to make a Rain Sweeper out of Gourbice. But that's the point is, Omastar has, I think, better speed, has the same special attack, and maybe a little bit better in the physical bulk, maybe a little less than special bulk to sweep, but Omastar can do a similar job to Gourbice. So, and at last but not least, and this video is 14 minutes, wow. Okay, so at last but not least is Rotom. I needed like something immune to ground and fighting, so Rotom pretty much fits the spot. It can also spin block, which is a nice thing. And also Rotom did some work, so I think it deserves to go back on my team. But besides that, I think that's it. I gotta do my week one battle soon. That will come up. I'll upload that soon. But for now, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope that you're hyped for Season 2 of the Clumzzy Battle League, and I will see you all next time.